Our next vibrant speaker is the Indian spiritual guru. He is the one who is phenomenal for the seekers who are searching for the real knowledge and meaning of life. It is our honor to welcome Swami Chidanananda Puri ji, who is the head of Advaita Ashram, Kolaturan, Kerala. He is the founder and managing trustee of Sanatan Dharm Seva Trust. He is also the author of 30 plus books, including commentaries on Shri Ram Gita, Shiv Mahima Stotram, and many others. He has been honored with many awards like Madhavji Puraskaram, Swami Siddhinathananda Puraskaram, Pandita Ratnam Puraskaram, Janamashtami Puraskaram, etc. We are extremely grateful to him for providing such a glorious opportunity to listen to him and enlighten our lives with his words of wisdom. We now welcome Swamiji to guide us with his deep knowledge and understanding of the spiritual side of interpersonal relationships.
Namaste to all. In this session, the topic is spirituality and interpersonal relationships. Before entering into the topic, let me congratulate everybody behind this conclave, because this is to develop a united consciousness. The name of the conclave is United Consciousness Conclave. Let these meetings help our society and the individuals to reach to the height of universal consciousness. We are bound by the limited ego. We are bound in this world by our limited consciousness. From that, our ego must rise. Our consciousness must rise. And that must reach to the height of universal consciousness. And that universal consciousness, when we reach that sublimity, all divisions, all barriers, everything will vanish. And the world around us, the world where we are living, it will be more beautiful than this, the present day world. Now, everywhere we are seeing strife, so many atrocities being performed against others on the basis of religion, then nationality, color, gender, many things. How we can transcend all these limitations? How we can stop all these atrocities? The only way is rise ourselves from the limited ego to the universal ego. From the limited consciousness to the universal consciousness. When that is attained, there is no room, there is no scope for strain and strife in this world. So let us strive for that. Let this endeavor be a success. And at the very outset, once again, I am congratulating the team behind this venture who are working hard for successful completion of this conclave. Let all success be with them. So with these words, let us enter into the topic of the present day. The topic decided is spirituality and interpersonal relationships. Actually, we are using the term spirituality all over the world. What is the meaning of spirituality? Basically, it is connected with the spirit or soul of human beings. That is the concept. When we go to dictionaries and search what spirituality is, then we will see the definitions as a quality of being or attached with spirits of human beings as against that of the material world. That is the common definition or the style of definition we are meeting with. But we have to travel much more deeper, dive much more deeper to find out the real purport and real meaning of what spirituality is. And at the very beginning, let me clear one thing. In the Vedanta tradition, not only in the Vedanta tradition, but in the Vedic tradition itself, there is a shabda which we cannot translate into any other language in the world. And that is Atmiyam or Adhyatmikam. We cannot translate to any other language. There are many Sanskrit words which we cannot translate to any other language. This is such a word. The meaning is something, Atmiya means something connected with Atma. So Adhyatmikam or Atmiyata means the lifestyle or the quest, the inquiry we are undertaking to realize what Atman is. That is Adhyatmikam or Atmiya. For want of any other English word, or because of the lack of a proper word, we are forced to use the word spirituality. Because Adhyatmikam has a more broader and much deeper meaning. When we realize the inner meaning of that term, naturally we will discover for ourselves how interpersonal relationships and the relationship of the individual with the cosmic, or to put in another words, how the relation between the microcosmic and the macrocosmic universe will be. How we have to adjust, how we have to live, how we will behave in the transactional level, and what our vision in the real sense of our individuality will be. So all this knowledge we will have naturally when we understand the meaning of Adhyatmika. It is the cost for realizing this Atman, or things connected with the Atman. And what is Atman? What is Atma? Atma is the existence. I am saying, I am here. I am speaking to you. And those who are hearing this, they are thinking, I am hearing, I am listening. And everybody in this universe, everybody knows, I am. I am. And in the same way, we are cognizing this universe around us, the world around us. What exists? I'm saying that tree is there, that mountain is there, this earth is here, sun is, or moon is. What is this isness? What is giving existence to all these phenomenal planes? This is the question. This is a basic question. This question was there from the very beginning of human race. Because we are seeing this world around us. We are seeing all beings around us. And that basic question is there. What is giving existence to all this? That's a basic question. Who am I? How I am existing? I am not this body. This body is an instrument. This will decay. Constantly this is changing. In the early childhood, this body was there. And when I became a youth, this body was there. But there was no similarity. And when I am entering into the old age, this body is with me. Then there is no similarity. This is changing always. Always changing. But I am, as the base, I am perceiving. I am perceiving everything. When I passed through the childhood, when I am in this age, and in between also, I perceived everything as mine. The same I was there, is there, and will be there. There is no change. But the body is changing always. So also everything I am seeing physically, they are changing. And in the midst of, or at the bottom of all these changes, what is that principle? What is that existence which is giving existence to all? That existence absolute. Rishis of Veda called Atman. This is the meaning of Atman. So Atma is the existence absolute. And because of this, everything else are existing. Tasya bhasa sarvamidam vibhati. So says the Veda. So all these manifestations in the universe and the universal phenomena itself, all these are existing because of the existence absolute, which we call the Atman. And when we are undertaking a quest to realize this Atman, what is the existence? When that quest is undertaken, that style of life, it is called Adhyatmikam. We can translate, because of want of any other apt word, as spiritual. But we have to have a clear idea that when we say Adhyatmikam, it is not something connected with the spirits of human beings. It is not restricted to human beings, or it is not restricted to any moving beings. Whatever exists, this existence absolute is giving that existence. So we cannot restrict the scope or meaning of Atman to living beings alone or to human beings alone. If there is a being, if it is moving or immovable, whether movable or immovable, whatever exists, have this existence because of this Atman. See, I have a body. I have senses of cognition. I have organs of action. I have a mind, I have a buddhi. That is mind and intellect. But I don't have a Atman. I am the Atman. When I say I have an Atman, invariably it would mean there is somebody who is the master of that Atman. No. I am the Atman. I am the very existence. And this existence, which is making me alive, that is the existence in all the beings. It is said in the Vedas, Yasmin sarvani bhutani atmanyevanu pashyati, or atmaiva bhut. So many mantras are there. So all beings, irrespective of to what species they are belonging, all beings, if they are existing, what gives that existence is the existence absolute, and that is one and the same. There are no two existence absolutes. So when we are realizing this absolute oneness of all beings, as we can change our dress, different dressing patterns are there in this world, mainly in accordance with the climatic conditions and all. So we can have different types of bodies, different manifestations, but the existence, it is one and the same. There is no difference at all. In the Bhagavad Gita, the quintessence of all Upanishads, Bhagavad Gita is such a text. It is the quintessence of all Upanishadic text. It says, Ishvara sarvabhutanam hriddeshe tishtati. The controller of whole universe, as the existence absolute, is residing in the heart of all beings. You are searching here and there. We are going to temples, we are going to churches, we are going to cathedrals, we are going to mosque, masjid, we are going to gurudwaras. Yes, we must go as a practice to inculcate a lifestyle, to begin the inner inquiry. Of course, we have to go, we must go, but we must go further. We must dive deep into the inquiry of the existence. And that will lead to this knowledge, Ishvara Sarvabhutanam. Not that Bharatiyana, not that America Vasinam, not that European Vasinam, no. Sarvabhutana. Not even Manushyana. Bhagavad Gita didn't teach that. O Arjuna, Ishvara is residing in the heart of all human beings. No. Sarvabhutana. Whatever exists in this universe, as the individuality, as the inner core of their self, Ishvara is residing. So inquire there. Dive deep into that point. Then we will realize what our real nature is. Who am I? When that realization is there, he will understand all beings as the manifestation of the same existence, same Atman. So this is the absolute vision. This is the absolute vision of oneness. This is the absolute vision of the oneness of Atma. Then this is real or the highest form of Adhyatmikata, which for want of any other apt word we are translating as spirituality. So, when we understand spirituality as such, how we will take the next topic, which is an interpersonal relationship. See, with this knowledge, with this highest knowledge of oneness, we are living in this world. We are in this world. And we are transacting in this world. We cannot negate the transactional plane. I am speaking now. You are listening now or hearing now. There is a transaction. So, to speak, I am sitting here and you are hearing from different parts of this globe. Both of us are physically limited by many things. Physically limited by place, physically limited by time, Of course, this body, mind, intellect complex. So that is a reality. So in the empirical plane or in the transactional level, these limitations are there. And we have to accept that. And accepting that we are transacting. And what is our inner view? Our inner view is all these manifestations or all these diversities are only in the outer plane, only in the plane of manifestation. Of course, these diversities are there. Many types of differences are there. But behind that, all diversities are only in the outer plane, and behind that, there is the unifying principle, there is the unity, and that unity is the unity of the self, the Atman. So in the transactional plane, we can mingle with everybody, relate ourselves with others. When that knowledge of oneness is there, you cannot make anybody an enemy of you. You cannot. Because you have that realization with it. With that realization, you are relating yourself with others. And who this other is, difference is only in the manifestation. The inner self is one and the same. There is no difference. So, a man of knowledge, man never means man in the gender sense. There is no gender differences. Man and woman and transgender or transsexual, all are one and the same. All differences are only in the manifestational plane. So when that knowledge is there, that man, he will behave in this world, he will relate himself to the world in the transactional level as is required. As is required. Because he knows that differences are there in the transactional plane. And therefore, he will do all his duties, he will perform everything. Because when you are in the world, when you are working, when you are transacting with others, you must keep your positions. There are many, many differences. The differences of many, many hierarchies, you have to keep if you want to be in the world. But the inner core of the being, that oneness of that knowledge, it is his self, it is his individuality. And so, within that individuality, that knowledge is there, and the man of knowledge as a whole, he will take the whole manifestations as having differences in the outer plane only, and the inner core is one and the same, and with that knowledge, he is living in this world. For him, there is no any disparities, there is no any differences. Pure love, unlimited love, that will flow from him spontaneously. So these two levels, the transactional level and the real knowledge level, there will be a harmonious balance of both these within him. Actually, see, we are trying to eradicate all disparities in this world. We are trying to remove reverse discriminations in this world. Many, many discriminations are there, as we all are aware of. In the name of gender, in the name of color, in the name of religion, in the name of nationality. So many. To make the whole world beautiful, and a family, and one family, as pointed out by Vedas, yatra vishwam bhavati eka nedam. The whole world is like a nest of birds. The whole world is like a nest. A nest is made of many particles. Birds will collect some fig of wood, some fibers, some small parts of leaves or some small parts of branches, many, many things from many places. There is diversity. And they will bring to one place and make one nest. And that nest is to live together. This world is like a nest. So says Yajurveda. What a beautiful concept. So there is no disparities. There is no discriminations, reverse discriminations. The concept of oneness is behind all relations. Of course, in a world of transaction, hierarchy will be there. Some differentiation will be there to make us work. When one is doing an activity, there will be a higher expert who will direct him. It is necessary. Everybody cannot be an engineer. Everybody cannot be a soldier. Everybody cannot be a national leader. Our qualities, our abilities, capabilities, all differences are there. So there will be hierarchy. There must be. But one who knows the oneness of the inner self, it will not create any sort of discrimination. Hierarchy never means discrimination. For a man of knowledge, there is no discrimination. So how to end, how to remove all these discriminations, reverse discriminations in this world? that will make all interpersonal relationship smooth, acceptable. I am accepting you as a whole, and you are accepting me as a whole. When we can accept wholly, the whole world will become holy. You see that? When disparities are there, what we are seeing, when discriminations are there, what we are experiencing, all these are making sorrowful world, sorrowing society. And we are trying to make oneness on the basis of many, many things like wealth, social equality, many, many things. But we have to understand there is only one way, and that way is to realize the unity or the equality of all individuals. When that realization is there within, all interpersonal relationships will be how it will be. I am accepting you as myself. There is no difference. It is not some bonding together with the help of some physical things. No. But with this knowledge, it is happening naturally. Because that vision of oneness is there. That vision of oneness alone will make the world one. Because the essential existence within you and within me, or whom I am calling as myself, and you as yourself, that is myself. Both these are one. I am saying yourself from my part, but you are saying myself. And both these myself are one and the same. So this knowledge, where this knowledge is, there is no any disparities, any reverse discriminations. There is a famous mantra in the Yajurveda. It says, Yastu sarvani bhutani atmanyevanu pashyati. Yastu sarvani bhutani atmanyevanu pashyati. One who is seeing all beings, as himself, as oneself, how he can view others as different entities? No. This vision of difference, it is creating all inequalities. And the feeling of inequality is making or reverse discriminations. That is giving world real pain. And to remove that, the only way, the only vision is this Advaitic vision, the vision of oneness, and that is real Adhyatmikata. For want of other apt word, we are using spirituality. So when the spirituality is there within, all relationships, not with other persons, with all beings. It will flow from inner core of our heart spontaneously, and that vision that will make the whole world one family, vasudhaiva kutumbakam. This earth itself is one family. So that is the highest vision, and that vision will remove the pains of the world. That will remove all disparities, and that is the very core of making the world one family.